I'm Christian James, a competitive disc golfer and a disc golfer with a purpose. My purpose? To utilize the power of disc golf to make a difference in the lives of individuals around the world. This is my 2015 flight prep. My workouts are specifically geared towards disc golf. I don't throw near as far as most of the people that I compete against. I am confident in the fact that my cardiovascular capabilities are better than most. So when it gets deep into a tournament and we're climbing hills and walking miles, I'm not tired. And that's the one thing that I'm confident about. I learned in this, what I really consider kind of a disappointing season, it wasn't the fact that I felt like the tournaments where I didn't make the cut. I really feel that the tournaments I didn't make the cut and weren't because my ability wasn't there. It wasn't because I wasn't throwing farther or as far as most of the competition. It was mental mistakes, throwing OB, bad disc selection, not sticking to my roots, accuracy, touch, the ability to be an ambidextrous player. I don't need to throw 500 feet to be successful at the advanced level of disc golf. I have to stay in the fairway and get up and down. You shoot par in majority of the tournaments, you're going to make the cut. This year had its frustrating moments. But for me, that's a blessing. I just get to work harder.
I've always been a firm believer that work ethic won't always trump talent, but it sure can bridge the gap. Time to get after it. Well, it's a beautiful day outside, early November, mid-November. Unfortunately, I don't get a putt outside today. The twins are asleep upstairs, so I need to keep myself within earshot. Still have to put the work in. There are a lot of people that complain about putting practice. Putting practice is so important. It's just as important as getting out into the field and getting your work in. Sure, for some it may be a little bit more fun to throw a big shot, potentially hear the sound of chains from 250, 300 feet away, but I also prefer the sound of chains from the putting green. It's so important to develop that rhythm and that confidence that comes with consistency. So if you don't want to practice, get used to this and this and this. Put the work in and you'll hear more of this. Putting practice in as often as I can. It might be 100 putts, it might be about 300 or 400 like I just got done doing. Some days it's over 1,000 putts. You know, I'm a firm believer in the saying that originally came out in ball golf: you drive for show and you putt for, well, dough. And that's true. I don't throw the disc that far. I really have to focus on being on with my putter. And even More important to my game is my fairway game, my approach into the green. You know, so many people forget about that part of the game. You know, if you can't get yourself to the green from the fairway and put yourself in a position for a very makeable putt, a high percentage putt, somewhere inside the circle, the 10-meter line in disc golf. You know, if you can't put yourself there, then you're decreasing the percentage of your ups and your downs, because the further you get away from that basket, the more pressure you have. The last thing I want is to have a great drive, a poor approach, and a putt outside of the circle that, you know, 6, 7 times out of 10 I'm not going to make. So, you know, if I can pick the disc up under the basket and drop my putter in, I'm okay with that. My main focus when I'm on the disc golf course is the organization that I'm working with. Once again, sure, I'm trying to do the best that I can for my position in the tournament and try to make that cash cut line. But let's face it, if I don't, every single time that I play, no matter what my position is, the individuals that I'm out trying to help are getting what they need. They're getting the funds, whether it's a small amount or a large amount. I've had both, but any bit helps. And if I have a bad tournament, I can leave with a smile on my face, knowing that my number one goal, my number one focus, the individuals that I'm trying to help, or the organization that I've committed my my day to, is benefiting from my play.
Am I saying I'm going to go out and win a bunch of tournaments? No. Talent out there is too good. You know, I had one win this year. I think I could have been in the running a lot more if I played smarter. So this off season's going to be all about being in great shape, hitting my lines, being accurate, making my putts, and a little bit of distance.